All right, guys. So you guys have learned in economics class from Miss Holmes about wants and needs in relation to economics. And so it's not much different in the financial literacy side of things. And so in economics, what's a want? Give me one want and one need. Okay, what's one want, one need?
A need? Food.
Food. What's a want?
A really nice car.
Okay. That's a want. So yes, a really nice car. Do you need a house?
No.
No. You want shelter, but you don't necessarily need a house, just somewhere to go. And when it comes to budgeting, your wants and your needs are gonna be a little bit similar, but you take care of your needs first and then your wants are later, right? And so you want to be able to make sure that your insurance is paid, that your, you know, if you have got a car payment, that your car payment is made, but do you need a, yep, do you need one of these every day, or do you need a muscle milk every day?
No.
If it's not, of course, if it doesn't fit within your budget, you know, you have to pay, do the most important things. Then later on through the semester, we will do a shopping list of the things that are important and what's not, but, you know, a bag of chips isn't nearly as important as what maybe, you know, bread would be. So anyways, all right, so
Bread from the
what we're going to do today is we're
Dorito
gonna
bread.
just go ahead and address some of your goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, and short-term, medium, and long-term. So you're going to need a piece of paper. Make sure you put your name at the top of these. And put it with your date, because we're gonna put them, staple them together with the next assignment that we'll be doing. We're just gonna do a lot of group discussions. Yes.
Are these are for notes, right?
These are going to be for notes, yes. To be able to jot stuff down, you're gonna be working, you can work with yourself, you can work with your partner, and that's fine. Okay,
Okay.
so, we've got short-term goals. How many people know, short-term goals, what is the time frame for short-term goals? A week?
Like 9 months to a year.
9 months to a year, about that as well. So typically, short-term goals span for a few months. I'll just put MOS to 1 year. And why do you think that why they would only take you that long? Short term. So what are, with your partner or a small group, discuss some short-term goals that you can think of. I want you guys to write down those short-term goals, and then I'll ask you. 1, 2, 3, go. General, and just, you could be personal, but I want you to identify what short-term goals would be considered, right?
It takes like 6 months for
Do you spell license? Is it C or S?
Financial as well. I mean, you wanna make sure that you're doing personal as well as financial short-term goals. Graduation. Yeah.
What about, I still don't drive.
Saving for a car.
I think I saw you in the
Okay, it's a short-term goal.
Saving for a car. That's pretty short.
Okay.
I'm in Smelterville a lot.
Okay, so let's see, who wants to give me an example of one of their short-term goals?
Graduate high school.
Graduate high school, okay. What about Chris?
Save for a car.
Saving for a car, that could be both a short-term and a medium term? Do you know why it would be considered medium term?
Just to get a nice car.
Cause it could take you longer than a year. Anything that's over 1 year is considered a medium term, possibly, potentially a long term. So some of the items that would be considered, short-term goals would be setting up an emergency fund, right? Just in case. And what did I say the last time that we talked about goals is that, being responsible is having an emergency fund, and what should be your reserve for that emergency fund?
About 3 months of income.
2 to 3 months of income easily, then that way you always make sure you've got a roof over your head. College application fees are short-term goals because those are small monetarily wise. But like you learned today, if you guys do apply Idaho, which will be in October, applying to colleges will be free. So I would definitely take advantage of that, right? You don't wanna have to pay for those fees. Part-time job income, is another short term. Your textbooks and school fees, once you get into college, is also short term, cause every semester you buy books.
Please excuse me for the interruption. At this time, please release the cross-country team and the volleyball C, JV, and varsity teams. We need all students to please report to, all of these students to please report to the cafeteria so you can vote for homecoming royalty before you leave. So cross-country and volleyball, please report to the cafeteria to vote for homecoming royalty before you leave. Thank you.
Okay, some other short-term goals, college visits because you're just going for the day, graduation gifts, summer job savings, financial aid and scholarship applications. Those are all short-term goals in relation to college or career. So you've got, medium-term goals. What do you think the time frame is for that?
A year to like 6 years. 1 to 3 years.
Good job, Donovan. So 1 to 3 years is a medium-term goal. I went ahead and put your instructions on what I'd like you to do on that sticky. If you have a question, just let me know, but go ahead and finish the worksheet and then you can bring it to me. And good luck, by the way. So some medium-term goals are a car purchase, or an upgrade on your vehicle, internships or studying abroad, housing costs, travel plans. Why do you think health insurance would be considered a medium-term goal?
Don't you like constantly pay that?
Constantly paying on it every month unless you get a job that pays for it. But your health insurance costs, if you are no longer covered under your parents' plan, once you graduate, you'll then have to put that into your goals of how you're gonna pay for that. Also your budget. When you turn, I believe it's 26, is when your parents no longer are required to carry you underneath their insurance plan. Also, if you don't go to college, your parents don't have to have you on their life, on their medical insurance. That doesn't work that way. Does not work that way. It's tough when you get to become an adult because eventually you have to start paying for your own stuff. But if you're going to college, they can pay for you until you're, I believe it's 26, 24, 26, within that I'll get
She's
to
not allowed to
clarify.
pay for hers.
Oh.
She's not allowed to.
No. You're cut off. Credit card building, career development, savings for grad school. Grad school is after you graduate your traditional 4 years. And then you've also got, your short-term investment goals. So if you were to play the stock market, that could be considered a medium term. Let's see.
That's a good thing to do.
Play stock market? Absolutely.
Like invest in stocks and stuff like that.
Absolutely. I do. I think it's the way, and you're young enough.
It's like always on my mind. I just don't know how to do it at all.
So what
Yeah,
we'll do is I'm
maybe.
gonna bring a financial advisor in here. Somebody that can talk to you about strategies and things that you can do and how to get started in that. Best places to put your money, retirement, And if you wanna go, low risk or high risk, I prefer medium, at least I know that I'm not gonna lose much, so. Your next would be your long-term